तौ संतोषयता संतौ श्रीलरूप सनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः जीवकः. Today's file I will send Prabhu just 113, 112 and 113. Na? 112 and 113 you got? Got. You got already. I know that. 112 and 113 files are with you? Yes, I sent yesterday. Yes, na? Bhavgrahi. Kya? Hey, dakunaventi. Donga. You are a thief. When will you come? Bhavgrahi. ఏమైంది? నాట్ హ్యాపీ? ఎలా ఉంది హెల్త్?
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు.
హరే కృష్ణ
ప్రభు. కొంచెం హెల్త్ కి ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ రికవర్ చేసుకుంటున్నాను ప్రభు. కాకపోతే అక్కడికి వస్తే అరేంజ్మెంట్స్ మార్చుకోవాలని చెప్పి వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నాను ప్రభు. అంతకంటే
పర్లేదు. వస్తావుగా?
వస్తాను ప్రభు.
If you are coming, okay, you can stay another 1 more month, but don't leave, okay? Course in between.
Definitely.
WhatsApp it is there. You didn't get. Atma, where are you going? How is class is going on? Bhagavad Gita teacher. Yeah. Class is there? Was there? Self study. Good. I am feeling separation of all of you because for many days I am not teaching them. One or two you didn't get? Acha. Now? কি বলছেন? কি লাগবে? ওয়াশনফ খুলুন। সবাইরে দিয়েছেন? সবাইরে? হ্যাঁ, আসছিলাম। আচ্ছা। করছে, দেখছি, বলছে, পিছে, খাচ্ছে। Okay, today we will discuss 111th anuccheda. So Hare Krishna. 112, sorry, sir. 12 anuccheda. Leela Govind Prabhu, how are you? Acha, is there.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhu, how are you?
Prabhuji, 112 is not uploaded in the classroom, Prabhuji.
Oh, classroom I will upload, Prabhu.
Yeah, because my WhatsApp is not here.
Okay, I will upload now.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Just 1 second, give me 1 second. You should ask, Prabhu, if you want something like that. Send, Prabhu. You can check. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Over class. Always students like to have unexpected holidays. They will be getting more pleasure than anything in this whole world. When unexpected holiday, even he's a old or young, but without limit, age limit, everyone will become happy. Even a young teacher also always doesn't want to leave the students, and even a old student wants to have holiday. This is the psychology, student teacher psychology. So yesterday, what we learned? What did you felt actually? Yesterday, Leela Govind, what you learned yesterday? My favorite student. Tell
Sorry,
me.
Prabhu.
Sorry. You don't have any one point also?
Even someone who is 99.999% pure, but still there is a chance that he may fall down if he is not having bhakti.
99.99% of purification happened through what? Through the process of?
Through the process of Vedic rituals.
No, gnana.
Gnana. Sorry. Gnana.
Yeah. What was the theme actually? What was going on? What sloka we were discussing?
Ishmadangreha.
Anadruta Ishmadangreha. Ultimately, what we want to say in this anuccheda? No? Okay.
Bhakti to the Lord is established as the highest avideya.
Ram Sharan Prabhu, I will do chance to another one. Okay. Ram Sharan Prabhu. Unmute it, Prabhu. You are not there. Okay, now I will ask our Vedambar Chaitanya Prabhu. So some points from yesterday class, Prabhu. Mike.
Same things, how even Jivan Mukta also, who this like that, they attend this Baisardi with the complete goodness.
Yes.
But complete goodness means Raju and Tamaguns always associated, some less tinge.
Yeah, tinge of Rajas and Tamas will be always associating, accompanied with the material goodness. Yes.
So how they fall on them, they after that, because they commit offense also knowingly, unknowingly.
Yes.
Because bhakti is not there.
Yes.
That much, that sufficient bhakti is not there.
Yes.
Because they come down again, and Raju and Tamo good, but increases, goodness goes down.
Yeah. So whatever offenses they do, further there is no nivartaka. So there is nothing is there to remove that, because on them there is no influence of the bhakti. Because in the case of Jnanis, bhakti is a lesha matra, that is insignificant almost all. So in that case, there is no influence of bhakti on them. That's why unknowingly, whatever offenses are happening by them towards the Lord and his devotees, and those offenses are not destroyed. So that's why once again, from the rajas and tamas, whatever the minute fractions are there, from them, so once again there is sprouting of the sinful nature, their back, their desires, sinful desires, everything will be coming back. Material desires will be coming back. So this is the reason. So that's why even here Devatas are saying, 10th canto, 2nd chapter, glorifying. These people, these Gnanis, even though they are considering themselves separate from the Dehadvayam, that means Stula and Sukshma, but Avishuddha Buddhaya, because not having bhakti in the Lord, and that's why they climbing to the Aruhya Kruchrena Parampradam. So even they are climbing to the Jivan Mukta stage, still they are falling from there. So this is the discussion we did, and in this Anuccheda we were learning that bhakti is not only recommended process, but it is also said in Shastras, if one doesn't do bhakti, they are condemned by Shastra. So they are compared with the, sometimes they are said as, they are as a lesser than the dog eater, or sometimes Brahma Ghataka is also said. Yeah, worst of Naradhama is said, and Dushkrutina, Mudaha, Naradamaha, Maya Pradagnanaha, Asarambhava Masritaha. And also they are not, they are Rakshasas is said, and they are not coming under the Varnashrama is said. And like this, many things. So that's why this Anuccheda is meant for. So if you, yeah, sometimes people may argue with you. So why you are forcing bhakti? What is the need of, oh, you are doing bhakti means everyone should do bhakti? People, they ask like this. But actually, they should understand that bhakti is a general dharma for every human being. Who is saying this? Bhakti is a common dharma for every human being. Who is saying? No. Narad Muni is saying, yes. Yeah, 7th canto, 9th, yeah. Narad Muni and Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Narad Muni is saying to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Shravanam Kirtanam, this is he defined 30 characteristics of every human being. In that he is mentioning this. Yes. So in this Anuccheda, we learn this. So Gokulan Prabhu, if you are able to make every Anuccheda, so the application for the society, how it can be applied, this Anuccheda, within brief of 3-4 lines, sir, 2 lines for every Anuccheda. If you do like this is the, for this theme, for this kind of theme, you should approach this Anuccheda, like the consultation for the Sandrabha Anucchedas. How it will be? Maybe writing the some, so that people, if they search for the, yeah, so we'll do definitely. Yes, a small write up for Anuccheda, so that it will be a guiding line, guiding statement for the, oh, in this Anuccheda, so we can learn this, and if anyone would see those, so they will be immediately understanding. So I want to present this topic. That means in this topic, actually, the non-devotees are condemned. Doing bhakti is mandatory for everyone, and it's general dharma. And such in previous Anuccheda, if you see this 110 is telling about what? 110 is telling about the, even you are expert in respective area, so but if you are not doing the bhakti, then you are disregarded. That means the material success is one may be materially so successful, but if he is not doing bhakti, but he is also not, there is no regard for him, he is disregarded. So this is the point. Actually, on this we have discussion, we have seen the discussions of our Yamadharmaraj. Yamadharmaraj is saying that, so hey, so this Bhagavad Dharma is not familiar, is not known by anyone, and you people mistaken the bhakti, and that's why you are all trying to bring the Ajamil. But so this Bhagavad Dharma is known by only few people. That means material qualification is not sufficient to know the bhakti. Even materially successful people also, they are it doesn't mean material success is not the qualification to know the Bhagavad Dharma. So that is a point he discussed in this Srila Jiva Goswami. Like this, if you see, and also non-devotees are condemned in the 108. If you see 106, you'll be seeing the demigod worship, and otherwise others worship, how it should be done, and we should also have respect. That is a major problem in the society. 106 dealing the major problem in the society. What is the major problem in the society? So like you see, our prime minister is also doing the vrata for the Devi. Navaratri vrata he will do every Navaratri. So that now Navaratri is going, all you know, na Dasara is going on now. So today is the Saptami. So but prime minister, he is exemplary, but he doesn't know. So what is the demigod worship? And he does independent worship. And many people, they are setting the example of independent worship of the demigods. And by seeing this, how people will think actually? Oh, one way we are seeing that he is following and he's promoting the Sanatana Dharma. But actually, the real crux and nuts of Sanatana Dharma, he is not propagating. So people think that, okay, we should also worship the Devi. And then they are. But that Devi worship, that's why here it is said, independent worship of the Devatas, who will be doing Alpamedasa, less intelligent people. Shastra is condemning actually. So these kind of things are happening. Many people, they will be worshipping the various demigods independently. But here Shastra is giving and otherwise there are so many promotion activities in the society. Living entities, that means dog care, so deer care, tiger care, there are so many are there. But all these cares should be done with the what? With the aspect of every living entity is the Adhisthana for the Lord. So these kind of things actually. You see, this book is completely related to your day-to-day life. Every anuccheda is related to your life. It's not such a new matter actually. It's directly applicable. So that's why that kind of angle you should develop. Okay, yeah. Ramsharan Prabhu, you want to ask something?
Yes, Prabhu. Just a very small question. Like in this anuccheda, like we mentioned that the non-devotees are condemned because they are not doing bhakti.
Yes.
Like maybe it's my understanding is like because when we say that bhakti is only given by the devotees, like bhakti somebody cannot achieve on his own.
Yes.
Like when we say Brahmand Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhaktir Tabit. So without the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we cannot get bhakti. And when we saying that this non-devotee, they are condemned, I think like maybe it's my understanding that we, rather than condemn, we should call them unfortunate because they are not getting an opportunity. Maybe in the case of Mayavadis, when they or somebody who already know Shastra, they reject bhakti, we can condemn them. But general public who don't even know anything about bhakti, and we say like they are non-devotee, they are condemned, it's look too harsh for me to say them because I feel that they are unfortunate rather than condemned.
Yeah, we should not. Vaishnava never condemn, but Shastra is condemning. That's the point. Is Shastra is condemning them. That means Shastra is emphasizing doing the bhakti. We should understand this. Shastra is not giving the loose option. That means, if you like, we should not. Vaishnavas anyway, why they will condemn? They will be making the devotees. Vaishnavas are condemning. That is not the statement. The main point is Shastra is condemning. That's why Shastra in various places. So Krishna is saying, what he is saying? Namam dushkritam modaha prapadyante naradama maya parutagnana asuram bhavam asritaha. So Krishna is very strong words he is using. So that means Shastra is saying. And anyway, Vaishnavas, they will be understanding the pity stage out of Jivatma, and they are traveling to different so horrible places and spreading bhakti out of the mercy. But the point is, condemning means here, who is condemning? Not the Vaishnavas. Who are condemning? Condemning the Shastra is condemning. Rules of regulations of Shastra is condemning. That means what? That is showing the importance of the bhakti. So that means if you are not doing bhakti means, so it's not a good thing. It is saying, it is said in the Shastra. It's not a good thing. That is the point actually. Not we.
Okay.
Why we will condemn actually.
Yeah, Ru, thank you. I just want to make sure that we are not committing offenses again. Because one side we are saying that we should respect everyone, and other side we think that we are condemning. This thought should not come in our heart.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we think that non-devotees are lower than us, something like that.
Yeah. So it's the Shastra is establishing the importance of the bhakti by this. That's the main point. That's the main point. Saying that means you do this, saying is one thing. If you don't do it, it's wrong. Is said means it's even more supported actually. It's more important, that is. That's the point. So next, in 112th anuccheda, प्रेमकृत कर्माशय निर्दूतनानंतरम api bhakti shruyate. So this bhakti is continued even after completely purifying the heart. So even after the heart has been purified of all influence of karma due to prema, bhakti is continued actually. Bhakti is continued. So what is the sloka? So 11th canto 14th chapter 25th sloka. यथाग्निना हेममलं यथाग्निना हेममलं जहाति मातं पुनः स्वं भजते च रूपम् आत्मा च कर्मानुशयं विधूय मद्भक्ति योगेन भजत्यथो माम्. So translation, just as gold, when smelted in fire, gives up its impurities and attains its pure state. Similarly, the jiva becomes purified of all contamination caused by impressions of karma by bhakti yoga and then serves me directly. So what? If you melt the gold, impure gold with the fire, so then what will happen? From there, the dirt will be going out, impurities are going out, and pure gold will be remaining. So that means the real swarupa of the gold, or the real state, pure state of gold will be so appearing after that activity. The same way, by the bhakti, all the impressions of karma so are destroyed. That is the way contamination caused by the impressions of karma is purified by bhakti yoga. Then what he's saying, so they continue serves, they then continue serve me directly. That means what? Actually, in the case of jnanis, they will be accepting bhakti till the purification of the heart. That means they will be also accepting the process, various methods they apply. They will be using the gnana and some portion of bhakti also they does. So just for the sake of purifying the heart. So then after that, they don't bother to continue that. But here, the fact is what? Devotee's case, Krishna is saying that here in Uddhava Gita, even after purifying their heart, they continue to do their bhakti. So that's why here main point is bhakti is continued even after the purification of the heart also. It is not a just a tool to purify the heart. It is the eternal nature of the jiva. That also we'll be seeing in the next anuccheda. So that's why you see tatheva atma jivo mat premana karmashayam viduya tataha suddha swarupam cha prapya mam bhajati ityartha. That means jivatma by love towards the Lord, it is purifying the contamination due to the impressions of the karma and is destroying those. Tataha, then after that, jivatma is getting the suddha swarupam, his real nature, and then he worship the Lord. Worshipping the Lord is there even after the purification of the heart. That is the point. And so taduktam, this is also said in the Bhavartha Dipika, Sri Swami Tika. So Sridhar Swami is saying, what he is saying in that Tika, Mukta api leelaya vigraham krutva bhagavantam bhajante. Muktaha api, that means who are liberated from the modes, from this material world. So they are liberated. The liberated persons also as a pastime, so as a leela, they take form. That means they get some form, body, and worship the Lord. So here main point is, even after the coming out from the contamination of the modes, still they will be continuing the bhakti. So bhakti is continued. Next anuccheda we will be seeing 113. Evamapi uktam skande reva khande. In the Skanda Purana Reva Khanda, it is also said. What is said? Indro Maheshwaro Brahma Param Brahma Tadaivahi Swapachopi Bhavatyeva Yada Tusto Sikkeshava Swapachad Apakrishtatvam Brahme Shanadayasura Tadaiva Chutayantyete Yadaiva Tvam Parang Mukhaha. When you are satisfied, who is saying Skanda Purana Reva Khanda? So someone is saying, so when you Yada Tushtaha Asi Keshava, O Keshava. So when you are satisfied, even a dog eater becomes Indra, Shiva, Brahma, and attains Parabrahman also. If by the dog eater, if dog eater does worship and by his worship, if Lord is satisfied, the dog eater can easily become Indra or Maheshwara, Brahma, or anything. Brahman also they can achieve, Brahman state. Swapachad aparkrishtatvam brahmeshanadayasura. When Brahma, Shiva and others devatas become averse to you, then they become lower than the dog eater. See, dog eater can become like Brahma and Brahma will become dog eater. So if there is no bhakti, in this way, tathaiva aha, in this way it is said. Yaschaucha nishruta sarit pravarodakena. Yaschaucha nishruta sarit pravarodakena. Tirdena murdanyadikrutena shiva shivo bhut. Shiva became auspicious by holding on his head the water of Ganga, which flows due to washing the Lord's lotus feet. This is directly, it is said, Tathaiva aha. So what is said? Ganga, which is coming from the lotus feet of the Lord. This is a bathing water actually. And that Ganges water is, so Shiva is wearing on his head, And by wearing that water, Shiva is becoming Shivaha. That means he is becoming auspicious. Shiva became auspicious by holding on his head the water of Ganges, Ganga, which flows due to washing the Lord's lotus feet. That is but we are seeing that in the Krishna, Vishnu is saying to Kumaras in that 16th chapter, I am getting that ability of Ganges is so pure, becoming pure from my lotus feet because I am wearing the dust of these Brahmanas lotus feet on my crown. So you all understood there is a double meaning. There is a possibility of double meaning. So that we discussed anyway long back. Spastam, it is clear. So from this we are understanding that Lord is auspicious and that water is also auspicious. That's why. Tasmat bhaktehe mahanityatven api abhidheyatvam ayatam. Agre swakruta pureshu ityado jivanam swabhava siddha saiveti vyakyeyam Sri Kapila Devaha. The meaning is clear. Thus, bhakti becomes the abhideya since it is also highly obligatory. So, from this all, what we are understanding from the 112 and also from the 111, so we are finally understanding that bhakti is continued even after the purification of the heart, and also bhakti is abhideya, and bhakti, if one is not doing bhakti, so that person is condemned by the shastra. So that person is condemned, and that means bhakti should be done. Bhakti everyone should do. From these all instructions, what we are understanding, bhakti is obligatory. Yes or no? It's obligatory. Because if you are not doing bhakti, then Shastra is scolding you. You are rascal, you are this, you are that, it is saying. Shastra is scolding. So that's why we should understand that bhakti is not a choice. Bhakti is not choice. Bhakti is obligatory. This is a point actually we should understand here. That's why he said, Bhaktehe mahanityattvena api abhidheyatvam ayatam. So bhakti is must, actually, is compulsory for everyone. In that way also, we are seeing it is not only just a best prescribed process, but it is a must prescribed. It's a must also. It is best and also it is must. That is the point. So you may, remember these topics. In this topic, bhakti is best process. That was discussed till now by seeing the conversations between the various sages, Guru Shishas. But now we have also seen bhakti is must process, must. So then you will be referring this anuccheda if you want to discuss like this. Okay. Agre swakruta pureshu ityado jivanam swabhava siddha saiveti vyakyeyam. Agre, that means in the coming places. Swakruta pureshu ityado. That is some sloka, okay? 10:87:20. Swakruta pureshu. In that sloka, what we are seeing, ityado. Jivanam swabhava siddha sa eva iti vyakyayam. 10:87:20. Study the translation. Read this translation. 10:87:20. Huh? No? Okay. Huh? ఏమైంది?
The individual living entity, while inhabiting the material bodies he has created for himself by his karma, actually remains uncovered by either gross or subtle matter. This is so because, as the Vedas describes, he is part and parcel of you, the possessor of all potencies. Having determined this to be the status of the living entity, learned sages become imbued with faith and worship your lotus feet, to which all Vedic sacrifice in this world are offered, and which are the source of liberation.
Yeah. Swakrita Pureshu ityado Jivanam Swabhava Siddha. So having determined this to be the status of the living entity. So this is the status of the living entity, means worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord is the status of the living entity. So the main point here in this sloka, what we should understand, for the living entities, bhakti is obligatory, must, it should be followed, because Shastra is scolding them. And now we are saying bhakti is natural to every living entity. It's a natural swabhava siddha. That means it's natural. Bhakti is natural for jivas. Then there is no. That's why Prabhupada is writing in his telling in his lectures all the time. He says, bhakti is a natural process. Bhakti is natural to the jiva. Bhakti is not a implication, or bhakti is not an imposed thing. Bhakti is not artificial for jiva. So this is the point actually. Now we established bhakti as the best process among all the processes. For in many ways we established to come out from this material nature, to get the highest bliss, and somehow, and compared in the, it is a it can fulfill all the desires. Many conversations we have taken. In many ways we established bhakti is the highest process, and also we established bhakti is a must process. And now we are saying bhakti is a natural process for every jiva. Is a natural. And that's why you cannot say that bhakti is unnatural. For jivas, this natural activity, every living entity is meant for bhakti. Okay? In this way, we established bhakti. Question?
Prabhu, actually bhakti definition is here also that annabhilishtate shunnam, or actually there are many peoples all over the world. In India also, that many people, they are having their lordship, Radha Krishna or Lakshmi Narayan, as well as they are worshipping some of the demigods also. They have a small altar and they used to do some seva. And in case of some other religion like Christianity, then Muslims, they are also having faith on Jesus and Allah. So actually they are not doing bhakti, or bhakti is only to worshipping Krishna with annabhilashita shunna.
Yes. Good question. So this is a good topic actually. It's coming in the next anucchedas. After 153 anucchedas, it is coming. Bhakti means bhaja dhatu. So bhakti definition is given there actually. And after giving the basic Swarupa Lakshanam of the bhakti, that means from the bhaji, bhakti means seva. And after that, various categories of the bhakti, Aropa Siddha, Sangha Siddha, So Sarupa Siddha Bhakti is explained. In that he clearly established what is the desired among all these categories. Then you will understand very clearly. So that means Aropa Siddha, Karma, Sangha Siddha means Karma Mishra Bhakti, Gnana Mishra Bhakti, Karma Gnana Mishra Bhakti. Everything is there actually, but desired Bhakti by us is so Nirguna Bhakti, Nirguna Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. Nirguna Sarupa Siddha Bhakti is also is categorized into three ways. That means Sattvika, Rajasika, Tamasika, Nirguna. So four ways. That's out of that Nirguna Bhakti, which we say in the one way, Anya Vilasha ways, Nirguna Bhakti. So this is the desired thing. So other are there, but what Bhakti, what is the definition of the Bhakti which is recommended by the here Shastras is that is only Nirguna Bhakti. But people, they are not in that level, na? They are in the various levels. They are worshipping with the Karma Mishra, with the Gnana Mishra, and many ways, Aropa Siddha, in many ways. So it is happening like that. So, and also other religions, they are having the concept of the God into different degrees, and in that concept, they are with that concept, so they are worshipping. It is, yeah, it should be. So they are not complete actually. That's the point. They are not the complete. That means they are not having the complete understanding of absolute truth, Bhagavan, and that's why. So they are some degree. They are okay, but not the recommended one that is here in the Bhakti Sandrabha. So that's why Prabhupada is ultimately saying the one should become Krishna conscious only, not the God consciousness. Initially, he started a movement with the name of God consciousness. Then after that, he understood, no, it's not a God consciousness. It is Krishna consciousness. Because the highest definition of the Supreme Lord is Krishna actually. The word Krishna is a perfect, and it is a Shastra is saying. And there is no need to hesitate actually. So to accommodate other religions, we should not de-emphasize the original name of the Lord. Yeah, that is why. So it is clearly he is boldly explaining that irrespective of any religion, so Krishna is absolute. So what is there actually? So there is a big Brahmanda, thousands of Brahmandas are just lying on his Romakopam, just on his hair. And in that Brahmanda, and there is one Bhumandala, in that one Dvipa, in that 9 Varshas, there's one Varsha, in that small segment is Bharatakanda. In that, so these two religions, Christians and Muslims, for this reason, we need to change this original name of the Lord? No need. Why we have to keep God? We have to say directly Krishna. So, yeah, people is out of the circumstances. Many times when you go to the preaching also, because of the circumstances, the depthness of the preaching, your purity of the preaching goes down actually. Because of this, oh, he's demigod worshipper, is a rich person, and I should not speak directly bhakti. And sometimes some kind of hesitation or something, it comes actually. Or sometimes some students, you went to the big IIT or some college, or maybe you should not speak here or like that. But actually, this original fact actually, if you see in this way actually, whom you are representing? You are representing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you can speak here about him directly, his name only. There is no need to do any indirect preaching. So, yeah, and Prabhupada is always directly, boldly speaking in front of any scientist in room conversations. If you see, you might have heard so many room conversations, and morning was directly he's saying, who is God? Krishna is the God. Direct answer. Next, 114. Tadevam. Huh? What? Oh, file, please. Please I didn't get. I also didn't write. Mula is there. Mula, I can scan it. What is there? WhatsApp. You want Mula only, na? I will send now. 1 second. Where is Bhakti Shastri? Bhakti Sandarbha. Okay. You getting Hindi of this? In book Hindi translation is there. Got it? New language who is speaking? Tabomai. Got Mula, you can see at least. Today we are going to discuss a new topic actually, this 114. Anyway, I'll give tomorrow the translation file. 114. Till now what we did? Through the direct conversation between two, that means one guru and shishya, and based upon their conversation we established. Now we are using some tools to find the conclusion of Bhagavatam. So there are some tools. There are the tools to tool is the purpose to get achieve some special task. So there are the 6 tools are there to measure to determine the conclusion of topic, any topic or any book. Tatparya lingas. Please note down. Huh? Huh? Key. So what are the different tools to measure the summary of any? Now if you have one big essay, if you want to find the summary, so if you want to measure the height of this bottle, what you'll be doing? You'll be using the tape. Similarly, if you want to measure if you want to determine the conclusion of the topic, there are the 6 tools are there. What are those? It's a very important topic. Please note down. Yes. How to measure the conclusion? How to determine? Not measure we say, determine we say. How to determine the conclusion of any topic? Conclusion of any topic. So what are those 6 lingas? 6 tools are there. What are those? Upakramopasamhara. 1. Upakrama upasamhara. Second, abhyasa. Third one is apurvata. Fourth one is phalam. Fifth one is arthavadaha. Next, 6th one is upapatti. Upakrama, upasamhara, abhyasa, apurvata, phalam, arthavada, apatti. These are the 6 tools. Upakrama, upasamhara is only one. You don't take it as a 2. Both together is one tool. And second one is abhyasa. Third one is apurvata. Fourth one is phalam. Fifth one is arthavadaha. Sixth one is upapatti. One by one we will see. Chota. one word definitions I will explain to each. Upakrama upasamhara. What is this tool? Upakrama upasamhara tool. Upakrama means beginning. Upasamhara is ending. Of what? Of the topic. You want to determine the conclusion of the topic. So you can determine the conclusion of the topic by examining upakrama and upasamhara. Upakrama is the beginning, upasamhara is ending. So generally, if any topic is there, or any book, or any essay, if anyone write, so initially in the first 2-3 lines, he will be writing the what is the topic he is going to, what is the subject matter he is going to discuss in this topic, he will write. And at the ending of the topic, he will be, hence I am concluding in this essay, I discussed so and so subject matter. So he will be also mentioning the conclusion. So upakrama upasamhara, if you see, concluding statement and beginning statement, if you examine, both should be the always it's one only. It's general system. In any language, anywhere it is written essay, so they follow this. Even in the Bhagavatam also, book. So upakrama will be the same, upasamhara, anything actually. So that's why, based upon the examining beginning and concluding statements, you can understand what is the conclusion of that topic. Yes or no? This is one. So second tool is abhyasaha. Abhyasa means paunaha punyam. What is the meaning of abhyasa? Abhyasa means paunaha punyam. Means a repeated thing. A repeated thing. Repetition. Abhyasa means repetition. So generally the important or conclusive topic only is always repeated. Like you see in the Bhakti Sandarbha. What is the conclusion of Bhakti Sandarbha? Is the Bhakti. You'll be seeing again and again what topic, what point, what subject matter, that is Bhakti. So that's why, so the most repeated thing in that essay can be conclusion, can be the tatparya. So that means this is the one of the tool. Abhyasa can be a tool to find the conclusion of that topic. Next one is third one is apurvata. Third one is apurvata. Apurvata means anadi gatatvam. What? Anadhi anadhigatvat. Anadhigatatvam. Anadhigatatvam. Anadhigatatvam means that is the one which is not till now didn't get. Anadhigatatvam. अपूर्वता मीन्स अभी तक मिला नहीं, अब मिल गया. Till now you didn't get, now you got. That is known as apurva, means which you didn't get before. Apurvata. You will see example, then you'll understand more clearly. And that is also one of the tool to identify conclusion. And next, phalam. That means the prayojana. Phalam means beneficial thing. Prayojanam. That means prayojanam. If you read the topic, in the topic you can come to the conclusion on about something which is beneficial one. Beneficial one can be the conclusion. Can be the conclusion. Can be the tatparya. Or otherwise, apurva means which is not attained till now. That can be the conclusion. Or otherwise, prashamsa, the thing which is glorified in that can be the conclusion. Or otherwise, yuktimatvam. Upapatti means first ardhavada. So I told phalam means prayojana. I told ardhavada means prashamsa. Ardhavada means prashamsa means glorified thing. In the topic, the which subject matter is glorified, that can be the conclusion. Next, upapattihi. Upapattihi means yuktimatvam cha. That means the most yuktimatvam. So more efficacy thing. Yuktimatvam means more efficacy. Efficacy. More efficacy. Efficacy means, efficient method or thing, that is efficacy, which is have more efficacy. What is which gives highest result, or not efficacy actually, which is more successful or most efficient thing. Yuktimatvam is the most efficient thing, can be the conclusion. Like this, 6 lingas are given to find tatparya. Now we are applying these 6 lingas on Srimad Bhagavatam to find the tatparya. Trying to understand. Till now we understood ultimately Srimad Bhagavatam is the pramana for us. So based upon Srimad Bhagavatam only we understood what is the abhideya. What is abhideya? What is abhideya? What is abhideya? Bhakti, really? Acha. Okay, bhakti is abhideya. So based upon Bhagavatam, we established bhakti is abhideya. But how we approached there? Based upon Bhagavatam, you established bhakti is abhideya. But how you approached? Through the Guru Shishya Bhav. कहाँ सुनते हैं actually आप लोग? Where you know answer? Based upon, yeah. So conversation between Guru and Shishya. Yeah. And now we are going to find the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam based upon these 6 lingas. You are understanding what we are going to do now? But it's not, we are doing this in only one anuccheda, not like once again so many anuccheda. No, only in one anuccheda. We are going to do this. What is the beginning statement of Srimad Bhagavatam? Now first you are going to apply first tool. What is that? Upakrama Upasamhara you are going to apply. So in Upakrama Upasamhara tool, what we are going to see? In the beginning statement, what is discussed, we see. In the concluding statement, we'll see what is discussed, what subject matter is discussed. Then that subject matter is we are taking as conclusion of that book. So now, what is the beginning statement of Srimad Bhagavatam? Tell me, you tell. Tapomai, he is always busy in typing. Typewriter. Pat. Whole day is typing. He's a good typewriter. I want you. Because so yeah, Ram Sharan Prabhu, tell me, what is the beginning statement?
The beginning statement is this Janmadhyasya verse, which is the Gayatri mantra, and at the end also, like we see the Gayatri mantra in the 12th chapter, 12th, 13th chapter.
Yes. So 111, first canto, first chapter, first sloka, Janmadhyasya yatah ityado upakrama padye. In the beginning, what is said actually in the beginning statement? What is the meaning of Janmadhyasya? Who will say the meaning of Janmadhyasya? Bhakti student. Okay, tell me. The real scholars are there with us. Yes.
Janmadhyasya means creation, destruction.
Tell me the basic meaning of that sloka, English. What you are telling? Okay, tell, continue. Anyway, you are telling rightly. Nice. Tell.
Janmadhyasya, Janma Adi means creation. Creation is the Janmadi. Janmadi Asya means other than destruction and destruction. That is also.
One day what I will do now, I will take 3 hours of time. First canto, everything I will ask questions. I will make you all the chapters, various different topics are there. I will ask, tell me here in this chapter, this, you tell me this, you tell me this, you tell me this, like that. I will see how many people will answer. And I will put a competition. You prepare and whole first chapter. Whoever is more answering, he will be getting the prize. Gift he will be getting, best prize. Yes. Okay, that is good. Whatever you like, you will be given. Punit Prabhu. Punit Babu is good. Okay. So we'll see. That kind of actually, I will also get some enjoyment. When will you do this? Tell me date. Jaitana Jivan. You all want question bank for this also. My God, I cannot give question bank for this. No surprise questions. Oh my God. भाई आप लोग बेइज्जती कर देंगे बाहर जाके. Okay. I'll be asking so that kind of interesting questions only, and see. Okay, one way. So it's okay. Janmadhyasya in this what we are seeing. So here mainly what. So Vasudev is a Mangalacharan sloka actually. Vasudev is offering his obeisances to whom? Satyam Param Dhimahi. He is paying obeisance to the Satyam, the object which is Satyam, which is Param. To that he is paying obeisances. That is the main point. Anyway, that object is what? Which is the cause for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the universe, which is also Janmadhyasya yato anvayad itaratascha abhigna swarat. It is a swarat. It is also tene brahma hridayadi kavaye. Yat surya. So, which also expanded this knowledge in the heart of the Brahmaji. Vedic knowledge. So that's many are there, and there are the various characteristics of that object is explained in that sloka. But finally, what we are seeing in the beginning statement, Satyam Param Dhimahi. What is the main activity is explained in this? Dhimahi. This is the important word. Dhimahi means worship. Paying obeisances or worship. So that means worshipping Satyam or Param, the object which is Satyam or the object which is Param. So worshipping that is the main topic of main meaning of that beginning statement. In the beginning statement, what is main thing? What is said? What is the main meaning of that beginning statement? Offering obeisances to Satyam. That means bhakti. Yes or no? Satyam, offering obeisances to Satyam. Vandanam, that means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. Dhimahi means paying obeisances, Vandanam. To whom? To the Satyam. So what is that Satyam? So that is also said in the Bhagavad Gita. So for that, paying obeisances, that means it's a bhakti. Dhimahi is a limb of the bhakti. That means no gnana process. Satyam vidamaha. We all will know the Satyam, he said. Gnana marga, he didn't say. So, otherwise he didn't say any Ashtanga yoga or any vrata or nothing. We'll do the vrata of Satyam, he said. No. Ultimately, what he said, Satyam Param Dhimahi. So, even in the Bhagavad Gita, also seeing Atra Sri Gita, so only another 2 minutes, I will be finishing the class. Or otherwise, I will do tomorrow anyway. I will give this topic to you. You people, yeah, contemplate on this. We are going to do in tomorrow's class based upon these 6 lingas. So, what is the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam? We are trying to establish that. Okay, this is the discussion of tomorrow's topic. It will take only one class enough. Thank you very much. Any questions or anything? And then after that, 150 is once again big anuccheda. Okay, any questions? Hare Krishna. Okay.